So I am now ready to make the main part of our meal, and I'm here with Shawn. Everyone please pay attention to the color that he's wearing. He wants to act like it's not red, but...
It's not the true scarlet.
Okay, whatever. It's not the true scarlet, but he has made a conscious choice to wear red today.
I'm sorry, I apologize. No, I forgot that I was going to be on the Penn State set, so.
Penn State set, okay. So Shawn, are you excited to try to start this final part of our meal?
I'm excited and a little nervous. You know, this is, it's a tough assignment trying to roll the dough in my hand.
This is new territory for you.
New territory.
New territory. All right, what we're doing is we're making meatball sliders, all right? And you're going to, again, to make it simple and easy, my goal is to bring down the dramatic factor of preparing food. So I bought some store-bought pizza dough, but you have to get thin crust. Not the thick, you have to get the thin crust. And Shawn is going to cut his little loaf of pizza dough into 6 pieces. And then he's going to roll them in his hand very tightly. And then we're going to wash it with a butter mixture that has some garlic salt, some dried oregano, and some dried parsley. Can you handle the task, Shawn?
I think I can.
Okay, good job. All right, so he's going to come over here. He's going to cut it in half. And then he's going to quarter it into 3/3. While he does that, I'm going to prepare our meatballs. And what I have, because I normally, when I make my own meatballs, I use a mixture of ground beef and ground pork, which I use the spicy ground pork. But Shawn is not a fan of the pork, so out of respect for my friend Shawn as my guest, I'm only going to use the ground beef. With my ground beef, I actually have already sauteed some garlic, red onion, and parsley. And I'm going to put that into my meat mixture. And I sauteed it with a little bit of olive oil and butter, and I threw some salt into it. Nice job. All right, you're going to...
now roll it, okay.
Now you're going to ball them up.
Yeah, okay.
Ball them, there you go, good job.
And place them on the pan?
Huh? And place them on the baking sheet.
Okay, on the baking sheet. Okay.
See, and you didn't think you had this skill level. So I have my vegetables mixed into my ground beef, and now I'm going to throw in some ground Parmesan cheese. And this is about a ½ cup. And then I'm going to throw in some dried breadcrumb. Well, breadcrumb's dry. Throw in about 3/4 cup. Oh my gosh, you know what I don't have? I don't have my eggs. I don't have my eggs. Hold on. And I'm going to add to that 1 egg. Or you could add 2, either way. All right. Okay, so Shawn, that is how I make my meatballs. So I'm going to mix this together, roll them up, and then I fry them. Again, to make this simple, Colleen, you do not have to fry your meatballs. You can throw your meatballs into a baking dish, throw them in the oven like 350. To avoid the frying, maybe avoid a few calories if you want to. Okay.
That's always good to watch your calories.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay.
Okay, Offset, we talked about how you like Paula. Do you like her style of cooking, or you just, what do you like about her exactly? Because she is not low-cal.
She's not low-cal.
Well, she's low-cal now, but...
But, I think the dessert part, just everything, we know it's buttery and flavory, and I just love the way she just makes her desserts.
Okay.
I have a sweet tooth, I have to admit.
Oh, okay. We're not doing dessert today, but we're doing a drink. So that's important.
Right.
All right. Now Shawn is going to wash the pizza dough with a mixture of the butter and the spices. So he's going to use a little brush and brush together. All right. So I met Shawn again at the Ashburn Youth Football League camp.
Yeah, it was actually the Shawn Springs football camp. It was my camp.
Shawn Springs football camp. You know what, Shawn? When I got there, I was really impressed with how it was a very well organized camp. And the kids were really, I thought it was great.
Well, I think Ashburn being one of the largest youth football leagues, the coaches there, the whole staff who put it together, Troy Cromwell, who's a Penn State guy, and all the guys do a great job of organizing, and everyone who is there, the 4 high schools that participate, everyone who's there, they do a great job, and it's all about the kids, and that's what it's all about.
Right. I mean, Troy, who he mentioned, who's the president of the league, drove me around. Like they wouldn't let me drive the golf cart, which I thought was a little ridiculous. But he drove me from field to field, and the rotation of the kids went from coach to coach. They knew exactly what they had to do. It was well done. So
I'm very organized.
How many years is this, Shawn?
This is my 5th year of the camp, and we usually have between 300 and 400 kids each year. A lot of kids, and this year will be the first graduating class of the camp. These guys will be seniors. The little boys, they were little boys when they started in camp, and now they're seniors in high school. And we anticipate probably having at least 20 kids get scholarships from that who play from the first camp.
That is incredible.
Maybe a few few Ohio State guys, no Penn State guys, all Ohio State.
Yeah, okay, Shawn. And at any rate, if Troy has anything to say, and some of the other Penn Staters that were coaching,
Yeah.
thank you, because Keith Goganis was there, DJ Doge, Andre Collins was there. So if any of the Penn State coaches, all right, so
Great guys.
no, they are. They were awesome. It was good. I had a good time. It was awesome. All right, let's talk briefly about, if you feel comfortable, what do you think about the Redskin season? How do you feel about RG3?
I think he's a very talented kid.
Okay.
What he did at Baylor, his success he had in college should translate over into the NFL, but just never know. They got to get him aligned. I think with the way he can run and evade the pass rush, I think he should do well in the NFL, but it might take time.
Right.
And he's a much better passer than most people know about. The guy can really throw, but he's so fast. Everyone think of him as a running quarterback.
Right. I mean, he was impressive in college. I mean, I was shocked whenever because as a Penn, I mean, that's not something that I typically watch, so I was really impressed with a couple games that I did see him play.
And his maturity and the way he handles himself. I heard him interview a few times, and he's well spoken. He's just a good guy. Obviously his father was in the military, so he has a discipline there. And,
there's some structure there.
A little structure.
A little structure.
Right.
And so tell us now, I know when we were at the camp, we talked briefly that you have like a trucking company, you have some trucks. What are the different things you're into now? I'm an entrepreneur. I like to call myself a serial entrepreneur. Oh, serial entrepreneur. Well, that's
I have a trucking company, and I have a new helmet technology that's coming out. Hopefully, I don't think you can ever get rid of concussions completely, but I think reduce the impact in the game and head trauma, and hopefully reduce the concussions that we're getting on the football field today.
Yeah, because it seems to be a big issue now.
It is a big issue, and obviously something needs to be done. And I've been working on this project for 2 years. I'm very excited about it.
Okay.
And hopefully you get to see a new product in like another 2 more months.
That's awesome. Very nice. All right, so
I hope I did a good job.
You did an excellent job. And what these little rolls represent, like if you go to an Italian restaurant and you see the garlic knots, which are probably one of my most favorite things from an Italian restaurant, that's what I'm trying to replicate here. But again, for my friend Colleen, if you do not want to actually go out and buy the pizza dough, you could simply get a store-bought roll, like a potato roll or some kind of smaller like dinner roll, and just brush it with the same mixture that we had, the butter, the garlic salt, the dried oregano, and the dried parsley. Brush the top of the roll, throw it in the oven for 10-15 minutes, you can get the same result. You're not going to get the pizza result, of course, but you're going to get the crispiness and the tastiness that you would have from a garlic roll. What I'm doing is balling up our meatballs. See how talented I am?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how you like they're all perfectly even. Are you like pinching off? How do you're such a good cook, but how do you know? How do you measure it out? How about an amateur like myself?
Well, you know what? Actually, at home, my kids, we use an ice cream scoop.
Okay.
So it's even for my kids when my kids are cooking with me. But just, when you've cooked a long time, and I know that Dr. Craig is also a meatball maker, like you just get a sense in your hands, how much you have, and you pinch it off and you just roll it in, counterclockwise. And that's what you get. Okay. All right, so Shawn is going to throw the bread into the oven, 350, and we're going to do it for about 15-20 minutes. I'm going to fry the meatballs, but again, you don't have to fry the meatballs. You can bake them. And we're going to fry them. We're going to throw them in some marinara sauce, and I'm going to pull some sliders together with some pasta salad, and then we're going to come back and actually make a drink, which is a limoncello, which is a traditional Italian drink. So Shawn and I and Dr. Craig will be right back.